Have you ever felt behind? Behind financially, emotionally, in love, in success, in purpose? I did. And honestly, I think most of us did at some point in life. But one thing that I learned is you are never behind. At least if you decide to live life wrong. Because how can you be behind when nobody else have lived your life yet? Question. We normally take our life and just decide to compare it with somebody else's life, and that is a big mistake. Well, because I've heard that saying so many times, and I guess you too, that don't compare your step or level 20 to somebody else level 50. Personally, I think it's not even about level of steps, it's about your own story. Imagine 8 people winning a race competition. They have the same goal to win. But the thing is, their purpose or the reason they want to win is different. Like Canada is winning because if she loses the race, she loses the scholarship. Nigeria is winning because winning and winning that race actually is the only thing she has left. USA is winning just to prove to people that she belongs at the top. Jamaica is winning because that's the only thing she had, and she had to make it clear that it wasn't a gift, it was earned. Same race, same finish line, same goal, different pain, different purpose, different story. I think it's all about what is behind. So, how can you be behind someone who never waits, who never won your race? It doesn't even make sense. And I know that a lot of us are thinking that way, and it's okay because I did too. But what I realize is we don't have to compare our present self to anybody else's present self. Because life and our story are just different. Even if we are twin, we can have a different life. We can live the same kind of trauma, but it's gonna be different result. We're gonna have different kind of pain. We're gonna have different kind of scare. And it's not about that we live the things together. It's about the feelings, and that is personal. And every time I felt behind because I have so many friends, some of them are being actors now, supermodels, doing a lot of big things, and I made the mistake to compare myself to them. Something I never had to do because our life was so different from the beginning. And learning that made me not questioning myself anymore. And I'm like, I don't care what they're doing. I'm happy for them. I'm gonna clap for them and I'm gonna congratulate them. But I also have to know that their story is not my story. Their timing is not my timing. The purpose is not my purpose. They are who they are, and I am who I am. And I want you to know that nobody else have cried your tears. Nobody else has fought your battles. The intimate ones. The one that nobody can see. Nobody knows about all those days you have to wake up and motivate yourself while being late, then calling off. And it's pretty easy for somebody to judge somebody else just because you're the same position and they think that you have the same kind of pain or scores, but they are different. Our words are different and our battles are different. We're not fighting the same fight. So please run your race. Run it courageously, running in faith, running in with hope, running with your own strength, your own scores, your own purpose, and your own story. Don't ever let your story behind, because your story is actually what defines you, not your present self, your past self, or whatever. Because what if that person actually become famous at level 50 while you actually in your level 250, 57, 59, 349, but you're still struggling or you're still in a unbalanced position trying to find yourself again? It's not about perfection. It's not about the ways that we're wanting and trying to you have a timing or anything. It's about our story and how ourselves define it. And I have to realize that this is about me. This is about my life. This is about my battles. This is about my scares. And they don't know anything about that. And that is something that is crazy. I want you to do that exercise whenever you felt behind again. Take a piece of paper and write down your achievements. And most importantly, I want you to write down the one that you consider to be the little tiny ones. The day you were working and you didn't feel it, so you went to the bathroom and cry yourself and then come back, wipe your tears and then come back like nothing happened. The day you felt sad, angry, mad at everybody, at life itself. And sometimes we get angry with God. Yes, we do. But we made it. That day when you felt that you were so bad, you were so sad, but you met somebody else that was sad it also, and you decide to pull something in it and give that person a smile. That is an achievement. That day that you cry yourself to sleep, but at some point you have to say, I'm not going to sleep with a negativity in my head, so I'm going to give myself a little affirmation words, or I don't know, maybe tomorrow gonna be better, or it cannot be like that tomorrow morning, and then sleep. That's an achievement. And for that, you are precious. Whenever you fell behind, I want you to remind yourself that your story is personal. Your scars are personal. Your battles are personal. And nobody never ever have lived your life. You are the only one living your life. You can decide to live it fearlessness or with fear, full of negativity or with positivity, being scared or being strong and bold enough to go versus life and to say that I might be sad, I might be mad, but I'm not a quitter. I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna fight this battle and I'm gonna win. Those words come from somebody who've been hitting rock bottom, who know how it feels to lose everything. Not once, not twice, not even 3 times, not even 4 times. And all of that at 24 years. It's crazy to crush yourself that young and feel like you lost. But the best thing is that we went to that position and still we decide to fight back. And I know what it feels like, I'm telling you. So please don't ever, ever compare your life to somebody else again. And never feel behind because somebody else is doing something greater than that. Probably your dream too, but that probably not your purpose. We can have the same dream, but one thing is for sure, we don't have the same purpose. We can have the same goals, but one thing for sure, we don't have the same purpose. I want you to compare yourself to the version of you that was lost, broken, afraid, scared. And I want you to remind yourself that this is a past version of me. Because you actually are not behind, but ahead of your best day. And you actually ahead your whole self. You might think that you are behind, but actually the fact, oh, you are not. And secondly, you probably 10,000 steps forward the whole version of you that didn't think that you are going to make it. You are not behind. You are becoming what you actually was created to become.